He like pull the plug, and it didn't do like crazy numbers, but it was like his first song that really started getting success. And we'd go to like local college parties, and he would be there, just in the back in like a black hoodie, just like he is 5'4", he really is, he's not lying. And yeah, he was just like, he was super quiet, and I'd be like, yo, what's good, Evan? Like, how are you doing? Like, how's your music? Oh, good, man. It's nice to see you. Like, it was just like, it's crazy to think that like people don't know that. And yeah, he just started getting bigger and bigger and really like leaning into like himself, and then he moved it. He graduated music business. He did music business. He graduated, moved to LA, and then boom, his shit just took off. So I'm just saying, I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing. Definitely shoes to follow. If I'm being honest, I'm not a fan of TX2. For him, he's definitely a phenomenon because he's very controversial. And he knows, it's intentional. Like, he knows he likes to be controversial. But just from an insider, like, knowing that he knows the music business part of things, and knowing that, you know what I mean? Like, he's not a plant. He's not an industry plant. Like, he really does, like, know what he's doing. And so, like, when I see all this stuff where he's, like, trying to be, like, super, like, cringy and divisive, like, I know it's, like, he knows what he's doing. Like, he's smart about it. So I respect that, and I've always done that from day one. And I've always told him that, too. Like I remember my first show I ever saw in college was a TX2 show. And it was when he was still kind of rapping and stuff like that. And my old guitarist actually was almost his guitarist. And I told him, I was like, dude, like, your stage presence is really good. Like, this was when he didn't even sing, really. He just was learning to sing, and his singing was not good at all. But, like, he made up for it with, like, energy. Like, he really, like, cared about, like, being on stage and, like, getting people to, like, engage with him. And honestly, like, you gotta respect that, dude. Like, even if you think someone's marketing's crazy, their personality's crazy, you don't like the music, like, you gotta respect when somebody cares about their craft. And it's just, like, undeniable that he actually does care about it. It just is. Like, I've known that because I've watched it from the jump, and so that's just my opinion on it. So yeah, that's the wild story about the connection to TX2. It's just kind of funny because, like, I didn't think anybody at my school was going to be doing rock, and then he was the only kid who was doing rock, and then he graduates, and now he's like one of the most controversial talked about rock artists of today. Super interesting. So yeah, I'm hoping I can follow a similar path, maybe different brand, but just definitely, like, it's definitely inspiring to see somebody that, like, was in your shoes, like, going places, even if you don't like the places, even if you think that the places are bad, even if you're like, oh, this fucking sucks. Like, you have to be real with yourself, and you got to be like, you got to realize, like, people blow up for different reasons, and no matter what, like, it's about them to keep the longevity of their career. You can blow up by chance, but if you're still kicking, like, that's not just by chance,